chopping off body parts and making love. It's a good time. K-Dog's movie review. Lisa Frankenstein is directed by Zelda Williams and stars Kathryn Newton and Cole Sprouse. Kathryn Newton plays the new kid at school who's a bit of an outcast, while Cole Sprouse plays the dead man she resurrects. From there, wackiness and romance ensue. This movie is labeled as a comedy, horror, romance, so I was intrigued. Comedies are a little tough for me. I generally don't go to the theater for comedies because I feel as if they can be enjoyed just as easily, if not more, at home than in the theater. Also, it can be pretty subjective. And if you go to a showing that doesn't have a lot of people in it, then there isn't really much laughter, and it kind of detracts from the movie. Nonetheless, I love horror and a good laugh. And I gotta say,
pretty good.
This movie was a fun time. It embraces the silliness of horror, the 80s, and high school quirkiness. Kathryn Newton does a fantastic job as the outcast, and Cole Sprouse really plays up the physical comedy as a zombie, so to speak. Supporting cast was great too, especially Carla Gugino as the stepmom. Every actor really nails the feel of this movie. This is not a scary movie by any means, but it definitely embraces the fun sides of horror if you're into the genre. It's gross at times without being gratuitous. A lot of sex humor too, fitting right into the coming-of-age comedy. There were a lot of points during this movie where I said to myself, damn, this is a hard PG-13 movie. What I also love about this movie is it doesn't really care about the realism within its own wacky universe. The movie presents events to you in a comedic way and doesn't care whether it makes sense or not. It just expects you to watch what's happening and enjoy it. They set up tents and embrace the camp. I also think I'm too used to the realism factor in movies that it took me a few scenes to get into it. But once I was there, I was fully on board with it. The runtime too, the movie is under 2 hours. I believe it's around an hour and 45 minutes. YouTube shorts and Instagram reels have really killed my attention, so I appreciate a brief movie once in a while. Too long and it can kill the vibe. I only really have two minor negatives about the movie. One is the ending. It happens a little abruptly for me, even within the wacky camp universe. The other is tied to the ending, and that is the romance between the two main characters. While I loved their chemistry and thought they worked well together, I didn't really feel the romance in the movie that it was building to. But honestly, those are two very minor points. Overall, I'd recommend this movie. If you're into comedies, horror, campiness, and just want a fun time that doesn't overstay its welcome, I think you should go out and see this movie. Please let me know what you guys thought of this movie in the comments below and recommend to me some camp because it's been a while since I've seen some. It was great. Till next time.